Hey guys, Dan Heilman back with another Watcher of Realms video. Today we're going to talk about healers, how to gear them. We're going to go through, we're going to do healers, then we're going to do tanks, then we're going to do DPS. We're going to talk about how to gear heroes. This is going to be, starting with beginner mid-game and then moving to end game. I'm on the free-to-play account. We'll start on the free-to-play account. We'll go through some, kind of mid-game or early game builds, and then we'll move over to the main account and do some, look at some end game builds and sets and stuff like that. So, all right, let's go. Very first thing is events. Make sure you go and redeem all your currency. You have 19 hours. So tomorrow this will be closed. Make sure you do your challenges. If you want to get more points, you can purchase additional challenges for gold and diamonds. That's only if you're trying to get, some stuff in here, but make sure you use all of this before it goes away. Finish all of this stuff, get all your free rewards, etc. Okay, let's begin. So healers. Okay, we're on the free-to-play account. As I said, I do not have any legendary healers, so we're gonna start by talking about Dolores, who's kind of not really a hero, a healer, I should say. She's more of a buffer. So Dolores, Vortex, and Maidan. We'll talk about 3 different builds here. Let's go. So Dolores. Dolores is a little bit different than some of the other healers. Every person in the game, attack speed works on them besides Dolores. She's kind of bugged right now. I've heard some rumors that maybe on the Forerunner server they have updated her kit to say that attack speed does not help attack interval or healing interval, etc. It works on everyone unless it says it does not work. So if you see like Zealous or whatever, it'll say attack speed does not reduce attack interval. Don't build attack speed on those type of heroes. Dolores, again, no attack speed. You want as much attack as absolutely possible because of her skill right here. Inspiration is basically just increases attack proportionally to the caster's attack. Okay, so you increase everyone's attack proportionally to her attack. So what you want in every single piece of gear is attack with flat attack. You want attack percent with flat attack. And then you want survivability, HP, defense, etc. If you can get this set right here, this Glacier set, it's really good for early to mid game. And then you'll probably move to an Invigoration set once you get to end game. But this is the best set for early game. You don't have to make a set, but once you can make a set, especially one like this, where you can get attack and a little bit of HP, which is also going to give you attack, it's going to be really good. It's going to help her survivability, get her a really high attack number. She has 9,100 attack plus whatever it is, 6% of max HP. Okay, that doesn't show on the tooltip, so that's that. Again, attack speed is not useful. You're just literally looking for attack percent with attack with HP percent, defense percent. You can use healing on her. Healing does work. You're not really getting a lot of healing out of her. But again, attack speed does not work on Dolores right now. She is bugged for that. I think they're going to update her kit to say that it does not work, okay? That's all you're doing on her. Another useful stat is rage regen. I don't have any rage regen really on mine. I only have 20% from this item right here. Rage regen is very useful for her. Attack percent and flat attack, and then defense HP for stats, just for survivability. HP helps with the Glacier set. Now for artifact, you're going to want this artifact right here. You're going to want this Ancestral Teaching for most of the content in the game. And then the Spirit Horn is useful for stuff like GR2 when you're doing like the despawn and spawning. It just helps get the initial ultimate off faster. Those are the artifacts you're going to want on Dolores early game, mid game, okay? Now, let's move to Vortex. Vortex is an amazing healer. You can kind of ignore this artifact. It's just whatever you got. This one is kind of useless, but you're going to use something else. You don't want to use this one. It reduces their healing. But you're going to use, I'm just using this yellow one for the stats right now. Eventually you'll use the one that says single target healing is increased for each person inside of your range. That's what you're going to use eventually. But you can see if you look at Vortex, if you click at his heal, it says HP based healing. So that means you're going to want to focus on HP. For every hero in the game, you want to focus their main stat as the #1 priority. So for healers, you're going to do their main stat. So that's either HP or attack, depending on the healer. Then you're going to focus attack speed, in my opinion, especially for single target healers like Vortex. And then you're going to focus healing and then defensive stats. Okay, so we'll show you what we got going on here. What I like to do is I usually like to run an attack speed main stat in the middle, and then HP percent. You can run 3 HP percent as well. Again, I always prioritize HP percent over healing effect. And I always try to get at least 200 attack speed additional. This gives me 300 total. The attack speed, especially when you're a single target healer, if you heal for 1,000,000 healing, but it takes you 10 seconds to heal, then your whole team's going to be dead by the time you get a heal off. So attack speed is incredibly important. If you build a lot of attack speed, you may heal for less, but you're going to heal more often, and you're going to be able to keep everyone topped up. So that's going to be very important. You can see I have no set made right here. I have no set because I just can't make a set yet. Eventually, once I get better gear, what I'll do is I'll use this set right here. Max healing 10% and healing effect plus 20. This is pretty much the best set for Vortex. So if you can get HP, attack speed, rage regen, defense, flat HP. This is actually a really good piece. The only thing it doesn't have is attack speed, but you're going to want a bunch of pieces like that on him. I can't make this set yet, but the left sets, you should always be making left sets in the early game to mid game. The right sets, only make them if you can get good stats on them. If it's really bad stats, it's not worth it just to put bad stats just to make a set. Not worth it. Over here, you get the HP bonus. Again, remember, on Vortex, HP is your #1 priority, then healing and attack speed, okay? And then stuff like defense and flat HP, etc. So this one's pretty good. It gives me no HP percent, but it gives me a good flat HP roll, and it gives me attack speed, okay? So we could probably upgrade that. This one, again, healing, HP. You cannot roll attack speed on chest pieces unless it's an ancient piece, so you can't get attack speed there, but you can get HP, flat HP, healing, etc. So this is a good build here. You want a huge HP pool. The more HP, the better. Helps with survivability, and it's going to increase the healing. And then you want some attack speed to get that attack interval down, right? Because he's only going to heal every 3 seconds, but now he's going to heal every 1.8 seconds. So he almost heals twice as often. So that's why attack speed is so important on someone like that. Now, Maidan is very similar. You're going to do almost identical stuff with Maidan. Now, Maidan, attack speed isn't as important as it is with Vortex because she's healing multiple targets with her heal, right? It's still really good to increase your healing efficiency by having more attack speed, but you can see she is healing 3 allies in range, which means she doesn't need as much attack speed because she's able to heal 3 allies. Actually, she's really good at healing. This simple build I have on her is enough to keep me alive in Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4, Guild Boss, solo healing with only Dolores is helping, right? So again, I would like to make the 3rd piece here, but I don't even think I even have a piece for here. Yeah, see, I only have attack, and I'm not going to put attack on an HP scaling healer. I do have healing, attack, and HP here, so this is a really good piece, but it's a better piece for someone like Nisande or, you know, one of those attack scaling healers, right? So simple build. You just want, again, you're focusing HP as much as you can get. Then you're going to focus a little bit of attack speed to get the interval down a little bit. And then you're going to get a little bit of healing and rage regen if possible. So this Maidan build right here is totally fine for Guild Boss. Now, let me just go through another healer real quick. Let's go through Nisande. Going to be pretty much the same story with Nisande. You're going to want a lot of attack speed. I do not have a good amount of attack speed, but her you're going to focus attack because your skills say attack-based healing, okay? This is what you're going to do here. It says attack-based healing. It's a single target healer, so I like to build more attack speed. I think attack speed is very good. You're going to, again, focus attack percent as your most important stat because that is her main stat. So that's going to be Nisande, that's going to be Elowen, that's going to be Leia. Any of the attack-based healers you're going to build very similar. As far as sets, you can do pretty much whatever. You could do something like this where you could get the Glacier set again because that just gives you more attack. I'm just using a Guardian set just to reduce the damage that she takes so she can stay alive a little bit easier because it's a little bit harder to keep attack-based healers alive than it is HP-based healers, so that's important. Again, for Artifact, you're going to do something that increases healing or attack or whatever, okay? Okay, let's go to the main account and let's talk about the main account. Let's look at some end game builds now. Let's look at some end game sets, etc. So we're gonna go through kind of some of the same healers. Let's throw one of these legendary healers in here. So Sadie and Vortex are gonna have very similar builds. Sadie, you are going to want HP percent just like Vortex, and again you're going to want some attack speed to increase that attack interval. Now this is kind of the best set for HP scaling healers, right? This Lepius set, you know that one. That one's going to be really good. You're not going to use Invigoration really because it gains attack. I mean, you could use it, you gain a little bit of a healing effect and you're buffing someone else, but you just lose out on that 10% healing, max HP. So I don't think it's worth it to use this set on HP scaling healers. I think it's better to use that on attack scaling heroes. So again, you're going to use the HP set here. You could also use this set, which is really good. HP and defense, same exact set as far as HP, but gives you some defense for some more survivability. Those are the sets you're going to want to use. Let's look at my Vortex. Let's look at one of my attack-based healers. Let's start with Dolores, I guess. Let's start with Dolores. I'll show you just kind of some of the differences that I'm building Dolores, and then we'll talk about Hollow. Hollow is going to be really important, a really good guild boss hero. So Dolores, again, attack speed does not matter, so that's why I have not upgraded this set to the attack speed set. You want as much attack percent and flat attack as possible, as I said, but now we're going to start using something like the Invigoration set. Invigoration set's going to give her healing, and it's going to give her 10% attack and a random ally in range 10% attack. Now, I've heard that this does not work in the entire range. It only works one tile away from the hero you place, and it is random. So when you place heroes, you want to place them in a certain order to proc this, right? So I place my Sylas first, and then I place Dolores right next to Sylas, and it buffs my Sylas, right? Actually, no, I do 2 tiles away and it works. I've seen it work. So it's not 1 tile. I forgot who said that, but I don't think that's right. I think it's 2 tiles and or whatever the range is. So it is random though. So if you only have 1 other healer in range, it will always put it on that person. If you have 2, you know, it might be 50-50 chance. So Invigoration is going to be really good. You can upgrade this from the Asclepius set, whatever the hell the name of that set is. But again, attack, attack, attack. Attack speed's not useful, even though you see it on here. I built this originally. I thought it was useful, but Dolores is bugged out. This is what you want right here. Attack, flat attack, HP, rage regen, healing effect. This is a great piece. You want all the pieces like this. Gives you survivability, gives you rage regen, which means she's going to be able to use her ultimate more often, and the flat attack and attack percent will scale together to increase the attack boost she's putting on everyone. Okay, pretty cool. Hollow. Let's talk about Hollow. Hollow. Similar story here. You're going to use this Invigoration set in endgame. It's going to be the best set for her. You're going to buff someone else, and it's going to give herself attack and healing. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I like the attack speed on the second item, attack speed main. I think this is really important for keeping your team alive. If she has very low attack speed, she's going to heal very high, but she's not going to heal very often. Your team's going to die, especially in Guild Boss. I'm using her as my only healer in Guild Boss, so it's her and Dolores. Dolores only gives a very small amount of healing, so you want stuff like this, healing, attack. This would be perfect if it had attack speed instead of defense, but you know, a great piece. You got stuff like this, attack, attack. This piece isn't very good, but it's totally fine. Attack, healing, attack speed, attack, flat attack. Rage regen, again, is very good on her. I don't have a lot of rage regen. I think I only have this 10% and this 21%, but you do want rage regen as well. The way rage regen works, I guess I should talk about it, is every time they do something, they gain more rage. So rage regen auto is just the auto regen, right? It's behind my head here, the auto. And then the rage regen is every time you attack, heal, or take damage, you get more rage on top of it. So you get 31% more rage, because I have 31%, every time she heals. So she has to be healing for rage regen percent to work. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. If she's just standing there, she gets no rage regen from it. So that's important to note, but rage regen is very important in a lot of these healer builds. A lot of them, especially Hollow, because she's going to be topping up the energy of everyone else in your team. So you're going to want her to have a lot of rage regen, okay? All right, that's going to be pretty much my deep dive on gearing healers. I think I pretty much covered all of the special cases for healers. I guess there's one last one, Mariel. She scales off defense. There's not many heroes like her, but her healing is scaled off defense. So not many like her, but ignore this set. You don't want to use Infernal Roar. I just had a random Infernal Roar that I was trying to build for Azor with defense percent. Her healing's based on defense, but other than that, everyone else is based on attack or HP. And that's going to be it for the video. I just wanted to deep dive gearing healers. I thought it would be a useful video for some of the newer players. And that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like and that subscribe button. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys.